You ever been a part or seen a shipping war from the outside? Let me tell you, it ain't fun. This is Ben 10 Alien Force on the Infinite Zero. Funny numbers. Only 92% of you are actually subscribed, so let's change that by hitting the like button, subscribe, and dinging that bell. Alright? So let's get started. Story time. So, I kind of dropped off Ben 10 a little into Ultimate Alien because I was just veering away from TV, so I didn't catch most of it airing, nor Omniverse. Now, I don't know if this was said anywhere, but when I initially got to Galactic Monsters and Lord Trancel, I genuinely thought Michael Morningstar was part Vladat, for reasons I'll go into a little bit later.
Problem?
Why haven't you asked me out?
What?
I can't blame Kevin for being a bit perturbed. I mean, hormones aside, the last time they ever interacted, Kevin was literally trying to kill her. And sure, both have changed a lot in the 6 years, but it's still kinda sudden. Plus, superpowers aside, I don't think Kevin really wants to put Gwen in the kind of danger of being associated with him.
You do. I see you mooning at me when you think I'm not looking.
Mooning?
I'm sorry? Does Kevin show you his ass on occasion? What?
Oh, my dog used to gnaw this spot on his butt over and over. The vet made us put a cone around his neck.
You need to put together a team.
Odd analogy results in a funny visual.
Each of these blips shows the location of another badge.
Let's see, that's about 8 blips. One's gonna disappear by the end of the episode, and more are probably gonna disappear by the end of the season. But let's be honest with ourselves, it would have been so much cooler if there were more Plumber's kids involved with the final battle with the hybrid.
Like a chance to ask someone out. Every time that chance comes along, it has less and less meaning until you don't have the chance anymore at all.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Building an army to stop the crusade of the hybrid from eradicating the universe, or getting laid with the Osmosian. Choices. As someone who's been watching Kamen Rider for at least 2 years now, I can say the transformation's only dramatic the first time. You don't need to do it every time, then it loses its luster and just ruins the pace of the episode.
Can't hold this together much longer.
I'm sorry? You're currently the quarter of the size of a Toku star. How is this difficult for you? Ultimate Humongosaur trying to hold up a collapsing mine? Okay, fair play. But this is a fucking bridge. It's not even a remotely big bridge.
Ben as in Ben Tennyson? I am a huge fan of yours.
Michael Morningstar. He's probably Ben 10's most undeveloped character, like, period. Like, all we really know about him is his mother remarried, doesn't really pay him much attention, and that's about it. Personally, if he came back as like an anti-hero in Omniverse, that'd probably be pretty cool, even with what we find out later.
Nice.
Kevin's like one hair trigger away from just decking Michael in the face.
Sounds like that buzzing sound you always hear in old monster movies.
Yeah. I wish newer shows used older sound effects more often. Like that scary choir sound effect you hear near the end of Deep Blue Sea. Now, see, this is what fed into my idea that Michael was secretly half Vladat. Because doesn't it seem like a vampire thing to do to create zombie thralls that go out and collect more food? Or, in this case, recharge themselves for another feeding.
Bolts. Nice. Try not to hurt them. Maybe we can reverse this, whatever it is.
When you ask your friend to drive more carefully because they're gonna mess up the pizza you just bought.
Chromastone!
Ha. Chromastone, my favorite of the Alien Force playlist. I love the fact that the DNA is from a specific being, not an entire species. And y'all know me, I love absorption powers. Real versatile and really fun to play around with. Especially considering I don't think we know the defined limit of Chromostone's absorption. Like, can he absorb more esoteric energies, like time energy?
Uh-huh.
What happened just now? You look like you were gonna faint.
I can't thank you enough for helping me.
Okay, so I think I can now go into why I thought Michael was a Vladat initially. It's because of Twilight. Like, come on, he's a sparkly vampiric type being that drains people of their life force. It's kind of hard not to compare him to Edward. And look, I'm always honest with you all, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. Twilight frickin' sucks! Yeah, nihilistic girl falls in love with a vampire who outright says she's like a drug to him. And I know that might upset you, but she literally jumped off a cliff when Edward left for, like, not even a day. And poor Jake, that werewolf boy got dragged along so far. Not to mention that he and his friends and family were dragged into all of Edward's conflicts. Like with the vampire chick or that vampire council, Edward causes a lot of problems.
You're doing the wrong thing, Kevin. The old Kevin thing.
Okay, Ben, but you gotta understand, not everyone who has a plumber's badge is a bona fide saint. People lie. People wear masks so they can deceive others into trusting them. And to use Kamen Rider Tycoon as an example, he made a wish to bring back everyone who lost the Desire Grand Prix back to life. So what ended up happening? A bunch of murderous psychopaths came back to life, one of which murdered his best friend. Trust isn't something you just hand out like candy.
Girls mean nothing.
Okay, bringing a girl out to a remote location is just begging to be made into a Law & Order episode. Is anyone getting a Michael Morbius vibe? Specifically the 90s version? Huh, would you look at that? Ben's laser-proof. Maybe he can take Goku in a fight. Jet Ray, huh? Why not that Chromostone guy, you know, who can absorb energy?
Your powers to help people when you can use them to get whatever you want.
Oh, that's easy. Because any lust for power will put you in the crosshairs of some real heavy hitters. Especially if you're ignorant of such heavy hitters like one Verdona Tennyson or Celestial Sapien. And yes, I really think Michael would be that stupid enough to try.
Huh?
All I ever wanted was power, and then you brought me Gwen.
How much you want to bet that Michael's stepdad was not okay with what his stepson was? So his mom just disregarded him just to stay on his good side? That actually sounds like a creepypasta origin. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the origin of Stripes. Ah, so Michael is the type of vampire who needs to keep feeding to retain his youth. And I know I've been throwing around the fact that he might be a Vladad a lot, but it checks out, even if his parents are both human. It could be like a mutated strand of Vladadian DNA from Ben 10's Dracula or something.